Hello everyone. Just been watching the live video from Ayub and Rocky on the Slater situation. Now, I don't necessarily think that they've killed him. They seem to be a bit too jolly for that. I think that they'd be able, if they were having a bit something to hide, I think they'd be a little bit more, I don't know, not laughing and joking as much. So I don't think that they've killed him, but I think they know more than what's going on, and I think that they are definitely lying through the back of their teeth. And what's made me think that even more was when I turned around and said about Jay being there and asking him for the charger, and he said, why don't you charge his phone? He says, I don't know, I offered him a charger, but he said his mate was asleep. Oh no, sorry, my mate was asleep. Yeah, it was my mate that was asleep. Completely fluffed up there. Now, I don't know if anyone else picked up on that. They must have done. Yeah, that was pretty obvious, really, that he was lying there. What they're lying for, what they're covering up, I don't know. Whether they killed him or not, I don't know. It does sound quite incredible to me that they were the story about him being dumped the night before he was found, and all of the cattle and goats and dogs and whatever making up noise. That does seem pretty credible to me, and I can't see how he'd have been left on that rock for a couple of weeks decomposing and dogs and birds not smelt it. Right, to me that seems a bit too far-fetched for the fact that he's been there the whole time. So the fact that it's out that he could have been dumped there and put there, then yeah, that seems to me quite credible. Whether it was I and Rocky that have dumped him there or what, I don't know. Right, that to me, I wouldn't like to speculate. To me, it don't make no sense that I would only book Airbnb for 2 hours. I didn't even know you could do that. I just thought it was on a nightly basis. I didn't realise that you could just rent an Airbnb for a couple of hours at a time. I bet Airbnbs around red light districts do really well then, bearing that in mind. So, yeah, that's just another one. And also, it was a 25-minute long video, and I reckon if he was to cut out the word like, bro, and mental, and you could cut that video down to 5 minutes, probably a little bit more, but yeah, their English ain't great. Fill-in words, unbelievable. Yeah, like bro, yeah, like bro, yeah, mental, that's mental, yeah, bro, that's mental. I think, as Tommy Robinson would call it, Jim African, innit, or something like that. But they making a comment about someone says, to him, he don't do well or something. He says, yeah, we're all around the world. Gives a bit more credibility to the story that him and Lucy are dealers and going to every festival. Yeah, every festival serving up drugs. That makes sense if he's saying, I'm all around the world, because I'm not being funny, if you're continuously going all around the world on holiday, when are you actually putting in the work to make the money to pay for these holidays? So somebody's either paying for his holidays for him, or he's earning money whilst he's on holiday. You get me? So that to me makes sense that he's a dealer. He comes across the kind of person that would be. Rocky, I don't know, he seems like he's had a couple of cheekies before he's come on the video, to be fair, with his shades on and singing and dancing away to the tunes and that, like he's not got a care in the world. To me seemed a little bit bizarre, but there you go. You would have thought that the seriousness of the topic, you would have thought that they would have both been a little bit more keen to show their innocence, as opposed to being a little bit blasé about it, like, yeah, well, we've given our evidence, we've told our story, and what, which was basically the way that they were coming across. I think the only way that this is going to get to be resolved properly is if the British police or powers that be, the coroner or whatever, coroner's court, do actually open up an inquest and get all the evidence gone through with a fine-tooth comb. And at the end of the day, then only the answers might start to get answered. Questions might start to get answered, I should say. And thing is, with that inquest, obviously then certain questions won't be able to get answered because people's phones and stuff like that won't be available and stuff like that. I know that obviously phone companies can produce text messages and phone call records even if after they've been deleted, and the people that obviously the commoners court that run the inquest and whatever, I don't know if they've got the powers to get that information from the mobile phone companies, or even if they are burner phones or whatever, there'll be no record of that anyway. So I don't actually think that this is ever going to get resolved, and the conspiracy theories are just going to continue and continue and continue, and I don't actually think it will be anything that does get resolved properly. A little bit like the Nicola Bully situation, there was so many people that was saying, oh, something's gone on here, something's gone on there, and yeah, it did look very suspicious, and it did look like that she wasn't in the water. You had the experts saying she wasn't in the water, and then a week later, oh yeah, she was in the water. So everybody thought that she'd been dumped there after the searching had gone on, and then you come to think about it and you think, well, maybe they did just miss her and there was nothing untoward going on at all, and everybody was just throwing conspiracy theories out there, and you know, adding 2 and 2 together and getting 12, and there was no more to it than literally slipped in the water and drowned, and nothing more to it than that at all. And you know, you might find that this with the Jay Slater thing, that it is as innocent as the fact that he was off his nut, he's coming down off drugs, made a stupid decision, went the wrong way, went off the track, off his nut, and slipped and died. A complete accident, no more to it than that. Now, I think that is probably going to be the outcome, but will we actually get to that outcome to be able to get told that and to hear that? I don't think so. But so it's speculation is going to be rife for a long time. Now, I don't know whether an inquest will happen in this country, or whether they'll just go on what the Spanish have said and said, yep, he failed, that's it, leave it at that, closed case. I think that's probably what is going to happen, but I would be interested if it went to an inquest to find out the result of this, because it has attracted everybody's interest so much. Now, I've obviously just been watching everybody else's videos, and a lot of the videos now not bothering to watch because it is just the same information and the same evidence regurgitated and repeated and repeated and repeated. But you watch 5 videos, you do maybe get 1 sentence out of 5 that has not been heard before. So I have sat and watched, but it's taking too much of my time to keep going through the videos over and over again. So it'd be interesting if anything new did come up, but I thought the live was interesting from Ayub and Rocky, because I haven't seen them two giving a talk or anything before at all. So I'm not surprised that they've done it. Maybe they should have done it sooner. Maybe they shouldn't be so cocky with answering their questions either, considering people are pointing the fingers at them. Obviously authorities aren't. They were questioned and then let go straight away, but that was by the Spanish police, the Tenerife police, I guess. Who might even be on the payroll or getting paid off, who knows? So yeah, that's something that I would like to speculate on either. So yeah, I think it's going to need to go to an inquest to be able to get to the bottom of it, but whether that will actually happen or not is another story. Ta-ta for now. Tom from the Hut.